Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Rupes and his party met Golbez at the top of the Tower of Zot. They exchanged the Earth Crystal for Lily, but Golbez kind of went back on the deal, but Tella stepped in, cast Meteor, defeated Golbez, and knocked Golbez's control of Jarvis away. So Lily and Jarvis joined the party, lost Tella, but Jarvis let Rupes know a little bit about what Golbez's plan is. Legend has it all as reversed. Yes, this world is no exception. I forgot to talk to this lady the first time I came to Agart. We're back in Agart because Jarvis has the key, the Magma Key, that apparently is the key to open the passageway to the underground. Golbez is trying to collect the crystals on the surface, the light crystals, and then the 4 dark crystals in the underground. Once he has all 8 of the crystals, the way to the moon will open up. What's on the moon? Well, we don't know, but apparently Golbez wants it, so... We know from Agart as well that one of the moons, something's going on that moon. There's a lot of activity on it, and it's turning red, the color of rubies. So I assume that's the moon that Golbez wants to reach. There must be something powerful on there, so... Well, we might learn a little bit more coming up, because we're about to go down to the underground. Once you throw that Magma Key in the well here, as the legend says, the way forward will open up, and we can just hop on our airship and fly into that crater. Once we do that, we lose all control of our party, because we get this little cutscene, and we're going to encounter the Red Wings fighting these tanks. What's that? The Red Wings! So we get stuck right in the middle here. But, luckily, Sid is a very good pilot. Besides being a good engineer, he can pilot the airship pretty well, and he manages to get us out of here. So, don't know who those other people fighting are, though, but we're about to learn. So. Hold out, Enterprise. We're going down. But luckily, despite us crashing, the airship, it's kaput, but we're all alright. So, yeah, we can't board the airship anymore here. But like I said, at least everyone is A-okay. Oops, it's a little slow to get up, but everyone else is fine. All okay? Yeah, but the Enterprise isn't. It's dangerous to fly on. Let's get off. And luckily, we end up right outside this castle. And we're even luckier that it's a friendly castle. It's the castle of the dwarves. Lolly-ho! This is the castle of us dwarves ruled by the great King Giant. Golbez is a bad guy, but you seem different. Lolly-ho, meet King Giant. I'm Luca. I can't find my dolls. Have you seen them? We'll see them in a little bit. King Giant is waiting. Authorized dwarves only. Yeah, we can't explore much of the castle. A lot of the places are going to be blocked off by dwarves blocking some staircases. That dwarf is happy that we're okay. And we know their password, but that password ain't going to help us through these authorized dwarf-only areas. Dwarf arms are strange. Can you use it okay? And we're going to learn that their armor is heavy, can we move in it okay? And that their weapons are cumbersome, can we wield them? Luckily, answer is yes to all of them. Yeah, there's no real new items that the dwarves sell here. You have some new armor and weapons though, but we won't be able to purchase them because it's blocked off right now. We're basically forced to go talk with the king. And there he is, right up there on the throne. Glad you're fine. May I ask who you are, sir? I'm the king of dwarves, Giant, and the ruler of the underground. Have you still got the dark crystals? You came for the crystals? I'm afraid 2 of 4 have been taken. We're late, but the crystal in this castle is still safe. Our tanks turned them away. We've seen your tanks fighting against the airships. Ah, you call those flying things airships. You have strange things in the world above. Would you support us with your airship? I wish we could, but it's been greatly damaged from the last fighting and landing. Do you need anything to do the repairs? The airship won't last long in the heat of lava. I must go back to the overworld and wrap the body with mystic silver. See you later. So Sid now is leaving our party. And so like I said, if you wanted to, you could have taken off all his equipment, but I didn't, so just let him leave with his stuff. So now we're down to a 4-man party, which is why I moved Jarvis to the front of the screen, because we're going to get a 5th party member soon, and they are a back row individual, so we want them in the back row. So this way, Jarvis doesn't have to do his jump to get full power out of his melee attack. And Yang feels something. No one is here. I felt someone sneaking around. Open the door, Lolly. He opens the door, and we go in to see. We see these dolls, and they are actually Lucas dolls. We'll learn more about them in the after years. They actually become playable party members. But Luca's a playable party member in that one too, so she's kind of like Sid. She's the Sid apprentice. She uses hammers and stuff, and has one of his old techniques, the peep technique. And here we got, there's 4 dolls here, but there's actually 6 in the battle. And this battle can go one of 2 ways. I'll show both of the ways off. So we've got the dancing dolls here. Those are their special abilities in the next game. Calca the boy does a jive dance, and Brenna does just a dance, which is like a healing dance. So we have Calca and Brenna here. Brenna is the female, Cal is the male. Brenna is weaker. Brenna is pretty easy. Pretty much one hit from anything will defeat a Brenna. They only have like 300 hit points. Cal is a little tougher with 1,300. So you might think, well, I'm just going to defeat all the Brennas in the front, get them out, and then start taking on the Cals in the back. But if we do that, what happens is, if you defeat one type and not the other, they're going to combine into like a super doll. So if you want to avoid fighting the super doll, because it's a little tougher, you will get more experience in gold though. You want to concentrate some of your attacks on the Cals on the back. So that's why I'm having Jarvis do a jump. And we saw Rupes targeting another Cal. Rupes and Yang are gonna... So we want to basically take it out where there's like one Cal left and then one Brenna. And basically weaken the Cal in the back where one hit would finish it off, and then one hit will finish off the Brenna in the front. So you can see we're pretty weakened up there. So we just finished off that Cal there with the jump. And then Rupes finishes off the Brenna. And that way we skip the combined form, the Calca Brenna doll. But I'm going to show that off. If you're going for full bestiary, you have to let the dolls combine into the master doll. So, but no matter what happens, even if you fight the big doll, which I'll show then later on, what's going to happen is Golbez are going to appear. Golbez, you got me the other day, but the old mage is gone. I'll tell you why I'm gathering the crystals. All the crystals, both light and darkness, are the keys to reactivate the Tower of Babel that leads to the moon. The Tower of Babel we're going to learn is that tower by Embling Castle. So now he says he needs to get this crystal and one more, and then he will use the tower to go to the moon. Now, at first this battle is kind of hopeless. If, for whatever reason, if Rupes is defeated and doesn't start this battle alive, you're going to get a game over here. Because first thing Golbez does here is he puts this hold gas on you, and then he summons a dragon. And the dragon's going to come and basically eat all our party members except for Rupes. Real-time shadow. I didn't get to talk... I kind of mentioned it a little bit with the dolls, the Marians that summon dolls in the Tower of Zot. But I'll bring it up here now because it's kind of relevant. Remember when Georgie's mother was defeated? We defeated her Mist Dragon, then she died because we defeated her dragon, we defeated her summon. But when we defeat the summons on that Marian doll, she doesn't die. And when this Shadow Dragon was defeated, Golbez didn't die. That mist blew my Shadow Dragon away. And that Mist Dragon, That was the same boss that Jarvis and Rupes fought back at the beginning of the game. And we know who summoned that. Georgie's mother. So, shouldn't be surprised that who is it? Georgie is back! And she's all grown up. We'll learn why she's grown up. But she has, no longer has white magic, but she has much better black magic, and she's a stronger caller. So, Golbez here is weak against Holy and Fire. So we have the Fire Sword on Rupes, so that's good. And then Georgie can just cast Fire too. If she learned some level 2 magic spells while she was gone. And now she has 6 summons. She has that Titan that she summoned in the cutscene. She has the Mist Dragon that her mother summoned. And then she has one summon for each of the elements. She has Shiva the Ice, Indra the Thunder, and Jin the Fire. We did it! We defeated Golbez! All because of your help, Georgie. What happened to you, Georgie? Leviathan swallowed me and took me to the land of the summoned monsters. Took you where? It's the world where all the summoned monsters live. I can't use any more white magic, but I increased my powers as caller and user of black magic. There, the time flows differently. Is that why you look all grown up? Who is she? She's the girl we found in Mist. The child? Amazing, but why? Your mother, stop that. The queen there told me, the greater power of evil is at work. We must confront it together. Georgie. And then caller Georgie has joined us. And she will be with Rupes until the very end of the game. Like Lily, she is not going to leave. And Golbez is going to be antagonizing us for the rest of the game too, because even though we defeated him, well, he turns into this hand and he warps away with the crystal. Now, speaking of warp and the crystal, there's a glitch you can do here that allows you to skip a dungeon later on in the game. I'm going to show it off, but I'm not going to do that, so... So, Golbez took the crystal. Now he has all the dark crystals except for one. We have a new plan. I'm sorry, Golbez took the crystal. We must protect the last crystal then. Where is it? In the sealed cave of the northwest. But do not worry. There's a key. What should we do? Golbez is on his way. Now is the chance for us to regain the other crystals from the Tower of Babel. What? Now Golbez is busy trying to get the last crystal. We will draw their attention with our tanks and you can sneak in. Now is the only chance. There's a typo there that actually the cave is in the southwest. What do we do? Isn't it dangerous? And we basically decided that, hey, good plan. We're going to go to the Tower of Babel and hopefully, while Golbez is trying to break the sealed door to the cave where the last crystal is, we'll steal back the other 7 crystals. The glitch that I was talking about just a few seconds ago was you can use the warp spell and you get warped back into the crystal room here, and the crystal is here. And we get the dark crystal, and once you have this dark crystal in your inventory, it basically means you can skip the sealed cave dungeon much later in the game. Basically, when you get to there, the cutscene plays out as if you just got that crystal. The game just checks, but I'm gonna basically end the episode there, and I'm gonna come back and show you this battle here with the Calbrennas, the combined form, and then something else that can happen interestingly in the Golbez fight. So this time we're going to basically defeat all of one type. The easiest thing to do, of course, is defeat the Brennas because they fall real easily. And then after a few turns, they're going to combine. I don't know how they're combining though because all the Brennas are gone. And they're going to form like a super doll. And that's actually one of the bands that they get in the after years, the Cal and Brenna. They can turn into the big doll in it. So anyways, in terms of the Calbrenna, now if you're going for, like I said, more experience, you would and more gold, you'd want this to combine because you gain the experience here from all the Cal and Brennas that you defeated previously, plus the experience from big doll here. So you notice when I beat all the Cals and Brennas just by themselves, Lily didn't gain a level, but she's going to gain a level here. Because, like I said, we're going to get more experience. Calbrenna hits really, really hard. The worst thing about her, though, is that confusion spell. It really stinks if she hits Lily with it. Because Lily's kind of weak in terms of physical attacks. So if, say, Rupes, Jarvis, or Yang, they have good defense, and they get confused, you can just have Lily hit them. But Lily's kind of weak defensively, and Jarvis, Rupes, and Yang hit pretty hard. So if they hit her to bring her out of the confusion, they might knock her out. So yeah, you gotta hope that that happens, that Lily basically knocks herself out of the confusion. You also saw something else there, a bad thing about when Lily's confused. She can cast buffing spells on the enemy. She cast the blink spell on Brenner there, and that blink basically means that your next 2 physical attacks will miss. So that's a good defensive measure for your own party members. I used something like that when I defeated Shinryu, the Dragon God, the optional boss in Final Fantasy V. Because all it could do was physical attacks, so you put blink on all your characters and it just keeps missing you. So if you have good enough timing, you can have Jarvis jump in the air, and while he's in the air, because he misses a turn while he's in the air, he's going to actually miss being paralyzed by this hold gas. So now when Golbez summons the Shadow Dragon to basically eat all party members, Jarvis is going to be off screen, and he won't be eaten, so we're actually going to have Rupes, Jarvis, and Georgie for the fight. So it's just one way to get another person in the fight. So yeah, basically it demolishes all the characters until only Rupes is around. And Jarvis comes down, and since he's not paralyzed, the Shadow Dragon ain't gonna eat him. But otherwise, the battle plays out as normal. The Mist Dragon comes in, blows away the Shadow. The Mist Dragon, it's a summon that actually gets stronger as Georgie gets stronger. So like at max level, if you have max hit points with and full hit points with Georgie, it might actually potentially be her strongest summon. But you won't be able to get max hit points with her in this version, because in the Japanese version, there's some things called golden and silver apples that increase the characters. Some enemies drop them, and they increase the character's max hit points by, I believe, 50 and 100. 50 for the silver, 100 for the gold. So that's one way you can max out other characters' HP. You also have these Soma drops that increase your character's MP by 10, but those are dummied out of this version of the game. So doesn't matter that we have Jarvis here. Nothing new changes. She basically tells us the same thing, that Leviathan swallowed her, took her to the land of summoned monsters, where we learned about in Mist. Then when he went back to Mist Village, the people there who survived basically said that, we summon allies from a land underground, and we will eventually go to the land underground. And remember, once we do that, we need to stop back at Baron. If you've been taking notes, because remember, the King of Baron, the former King of Baron, said, hey, visit the land of summoned monsters and then come back here, and he'll help us, so have to remember to do that. But for now, we'll basically end the episode, like I said, here, and rather than see the King of Baron, we will talk with the King of Dwarves, Giant here, and all his other dwarven subjects, and figure out what we're going to do next. Take care, have a good one, thanks for following along. Bye!